There are lots of warnings coming from people from both Canada and the United States of America, South Korea, Russia, and other nations telling the American people, do not lose your patriotism. Do not lose your love for this country. If we do, all will be lost. Let's go ahead and listen to some of those accounts right now.
Dear Americans, and this is not geared towards Republicans or Democrats, and most of you guys know that I'm very conservative leaning. We are two Canadians, my husband and I are two Canadians, living and working down in the States right now. I was born in a communist country. Every country has its problem, every country has its issues. But the United States is one of the most free countries in the world. And if the United States falls because of the Democrats, because of the agenda that you guys are pushing, because of the anti-American message that you guys are pushing, you guys will create another Canada.
Not just another Canada, we'll see another European nation that ultimately falls to civil war.
According to you, extensive.
So this is information on the gaming platform Roblox. Now, they just suffered a suit. Your kids, grandkids might play it. Here's the real issue. They're making every person who logs in use a digital ID system. It scans their face and it gives the company an idea of their actual age and places them into an age bracket appropriate for their face. They say they're going to delete everybody who's under 13 or 18 years old. The problem is that persona. They process the frames. That's backed by the founder and co-founder, Peter Thiel, Epstein associate. Other issues that are with this overreach. So they are coming. Apple's doing it with digital ID. Lots of these places are coming. 21 states are pushing to reinstate the SNAP benefits for refugees. Grok says that the states include California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Maine, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. This is in China. This is the type of affordable living that they want you to have in America. That's your bedroom. That's your house. You get one table, a TV on the end. You get to squeeze into it sideways. It's dirty. There's mold everywhere. But this is what you get. This is what you can afford to live in.
Where you guys moving?
This was an issue. This is a child human trafficking ring. These people are doing it under the laws that were set up and established during the last presidential administration in America. But just listen. They know what they're doing. The police that are there, the authorities, they know what they're doing.
These kids too.
None of your business, man.
Do you guys have paperwork for these kids?
Don't worry about it.
You know, a third of these kids go missing.
I'm sorry.
You guys know anything about this?
Yeah, it happens every day.
About these guys moving these kids through the airport?
Yeah.
Straight up.
It's America.
Welcome to America.
Welcome to America, where we move children through legal human smuggling and trafficking rings.
But I think we have to think about, how do we do a better job? How do we, maintain maybe some of that frustration we have as we travel this Thanksgiving season? Maybe we should say please and thank you to our pilots and to our flight attendants. I think, again, I call this just maybe dressing with some respect.
Dressing with respect is something that went out in the early to mid 1900s. This is why you're getting sick eating the meat at the grocery store. Look at this meat. This meat is so filled up like a balloon with injectives, phosphates, preservatives, water, salt, broth from different animals. You don't know what's in it, and that's the issue. Look at how they just fill this thing up. Watch it. You can really see on this last one as it just balloons in size. Now, the fact that you're paying more at the grocery store by the pound or by the ounce, and this is what they do to make it weigh more, that's criminal. Literally a criminal action. That's like weighing down something with lead. Do you think you can send something back to Amazon because they sent you something that was 8 pounds and you just say, oh, I'm going to put 8 pounds of water and send it back? Well, no, that would be fraud. That would be illegal. But the FDA is so fraudulent that they have allowed this type of thing to take place, and this is what you eat. This is a Chinese maritime militia tried to go into South Korean waters. South Korea rolled up on them, tear gassed them, zip tied them, took over the boat.
불을 끊고 도주하던 중국어선 두 척이 약 11km를 추격한 끝에 붙잡았습니다. 상자 분량의 입니다. 8명을
Now, what China's actually doing is testing how far they can get away and how much they can get away with in these international waterways. Mr. Nobody here says that it's wild that it's become normal that you leave your kids at a daycare 5 days out of the week for 8 hours out of each day, just so you can go to a job that mainly pays for daycare. Then it pays for the car to get you to drop your kids off to daycare. And it pays you, maybe with cooperation with someone else, for a house that you don't get to enjoy. We're stuck in a cycle, and you're working just to survive. This is a Tyson food worker filming the moment that management told people that they were going to be laid off. Every single word she says has to be repeated in Spanish. Not because they have skilled American workers here.
I'm trying to get out that door.
Come back Monday, regular time. You're going to have a lot of questions. Next week, we'll be able to have meetings and answer your questions.
I think maybe that's another language that they're repeating this in. This is not a country that employs Americans. The U.S. Navy and the U.S. military is considering the dropping of leaflets of psychological warfare campaigns over Caracas in Venezuela to increase pressure on Nicolas Maduro. They will highlight the amount of reward that is capable to be given to any Venezuelan if they bring him in, dead or alive.
Angelinos, it's been 5 months since the raid started in Los Angeles. People being snatched off the streets, raids at Home Depot and at car washes, the terror that spread over our city for the last 5 months.
Letitia James case is being dropped today back in Washington. James.
This is Pam Bondi saying that all available legal action will be taken against Letitia James and James Comey very soon.
And Elon Musk had it right. And that's why I think both parties shunned themselves from him, because he said, hey, that was NGOs and money flows right back to Washington. And he told me, he said, I think it flows in the pockets of politicians. I mean, you had the ranking member of the committee I serve on that went through the bill to defund the Taliban, which, you know, still waiting in the Senate for them to pass it. All kinds of confusion over there. They're fighting over the NGOs. The money.
This is an explanation by Representative Tim Burchett, saying that the money just goes through your taxes back into politicians' pocketbooks.
With this pen today, President Trump signed an historic mission. This is reminiscent of the Manhattan Project that brought World War II to an early and successful end, similar to the Apollo projects that put a man on the moon in 1969. This is an all-in national effort to take the...
What are they doing with AI? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because they're talking about bringing on tens of thousands of scientists, and they're ushering in something like the Manhattan Project. This is not right. Something about this smells very, very fishy.
I mean, I would love to see a change in government. My wife's from Nicaragua. We know how terribly the dictators there rely on Venezuelan oil. But at the same time, a lot of Americans don't want actual U.S. participation in regime change.
The Trump Department of Justice filed with the Supreme Court to strike down state laws that ban all individuals from carrying their own self-protection tools. This is that Genesis mission. The Genesis mission on AI says that the purpose from the founding of our republic is scientific discovery and technological innovation that has been driven through American progress and prosperity. Right now, the race is on. Global technology dominance and the development of AI, an important frontier for discovery of science and economic growth. The mission will bring together our nation's research and development resources, combining the efforts of brilliant American scientists, including the existing ones at our national laboratories, pioneering businesses, lots of them that are funded by the tech industry, production plants, and national security sites. I think chaos within I think everything that's coming, folks, is very Terminator, very Skynet. You're watching Full Spectrum Survival, where I doom scroll so that you don't have to. Please make sure that you check back tomorrow morning for more breaking news and headlines from America and around the world. From my family to yours, please stay safe and keep watch.